Aaron Bronsteter, guys, I really encourage you to follow and listen to Bronsteter. I know that you do. I know he's got a good fan base, but he is different. He is as close to journalism as you're going to get him. He's that upper echelon, for sure. The Josh Gross would fall into that category. Ariel Helwani would fall into that category. Stephen Morocco would fall into that category. Of actual journalism, Kevin Iole would fall into that. Well, Kevin's probably the leader of that category, but you understand my point, right? Like, there's different guys. And Bronsteter did an interview with Dana White, and he just said, hey, what's up? Kamaru Usman, Khamzat Chimaev, what's up? Dana said those rumors are BS. So there's nothing going on there. And I had to sit back a little bit and go, well, hold on a second, because the only time I've ever heard about Usman and Chimaev, I heard it from Dana. Dana's the one that did that piece. So the rumors being BS, man, I got it straight from you. What did I get wrong here? And it would be very unusual that I would get anything wrong, but then he elaborated. And all he said, we have moved on. That was Dana's point. The current rumors or discussion that that's what we're getting ready to do in October is not true. We have a different plan for them. And the reason that fight fell apart was catchweight. Great. Now he stops right there and he moves on. So, but now you have to know. See, this is where it is important that if you just got that interview, you don't have the info. You have to know what Dana's alluding to. I just want to connect some of those dots for you guys. Dana said from Jump Street, I love it. Kamaru Usman, Khamzat Chimaev, I love it, but it's a catchweight. I don't do catchweights. Now, I just want you guys to understand why it would be a catchweight. Kamaru Usman can go with the 185 pounders. Kamaru Usman, when he wrestled at a very high level, he was a national champion, but he was looking to make the Olympics. He's getting regular workouts at the Olympic Training Center. In fact, you can go on YouTube and you can watch Kamaru Usman and Chael Sonnen go live. Very, very interesting. But if you happen to see that, that's on the mats in the room at the Olympic Training Center, just for perspective. So a very high-level guy. And he did it at 185 pounds. The exact weight was 184.75 pounds. Okay, 185 pounds. I say that because he's big enough, but he knows he's big enough. Kamaru Usman watched Chimaev. That's not an act. It's not a joke. He's not getting any attention for it. It'll be a big fight. It'll be a co-main event fight. 3 rounds. Really, really interesting match, right? Kamaru Usman doesn't want to become the #1 contender at middleweight. He doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want to get matched up with Adesanya. And that has nationalistic ties back to Africa that are very strong. Like, as far as why two guys won't match up, I can't even call it an excuse. It honestly is the single best reason that I've ever heard. It is, and you might not like it. You say, well, how can two guys that tie back to Africa not fight when Duplessis and Adesanya are trying to fight right now over Africa? Well, if you don't know the difference there, I'm not going to be the one that explains it to you. I'm just sharing for you. If he doesn't want to fight Adesanya, he can't go to 185 pounds and do a fight that he plans to win that would make him #1 contender. Do you see how that would be a problem? So Usman is being very honest up front. Usman deserves credit for this. He really does. It was Usman's idea. Usman had one conflict. Just, I'm going to go back to 170. I just want to handle this piece of business up here. This guy's been calling me out forever. You didn't give him to me because you didn't think he was ready for a title fight. I'm no longer champion. Like, all the things line up, and I'm even ready to go to Abu Dhabi. Like, Usman deserves credit. Usman handled this very well. And Usman's saying it needs to be the catchweight. And the catchweight, by the way, could be anything but middle. Middleweight's 185 pounds. We're all aware of that. Usman would do it at a catchweight of 185.1 pounds. He would do it at a catch weight of 184.9 pounds. He's attempting to prove a point that it's not at that weight class and therefore can't affect those rankings. Therefore, wouldn't make me a #1 contender. Therefore, you will never call me and ask me or expect me to fight a countryman who I don't want to compete with. It was very above board. And even if his language was different and saying catchweight, this is exactly what the message was. And everybody in the room that had adult ears knew what the message was. And I only bring that to you guys because there is a different way that Dana says we're not doing a fight. There's a different way. This was the different way. This is the one where not only is he not doing it, he's a little frustrated with talking about it. That's just the truth. Now, in conjunction with this Aaron Bronstetter interview with Dana White, where these quotes came from, in conjunction with that time frame, about 3 hours separated, it might have been on the front end, might have been on the back end, but Khamzat Chimaev assured the world that he is fighting in Abu Dhabi on that October card. So now the big question becomes with who, right? They took Paulo Costa away with who? With who is he going to be matched up? I don't have the answer to that question. I don't, but everything is on the table. I am very light on the idea that it will be against Adesanya. I mean, light on the idea, let's rephrase this, it will not be against Adesanya. But there are things, such as a lack of opponent for both of them when the clock ticking. There are things that make it possible. Now, is it also possible that Chimaev fight in August on the Australia card? I don't see why not, but there's a rumor going around that Chimaev is having travel restrictions and must fight on Fight Island. That's a rumor going around. It's the second time this rumor has gone around. The first time it went around, I was in Las Vegas. I see Chimaev's manager. I walk up to him and say, hey, can Chimaev not get in the country? These are the rumors going around. The manager gives me a weird look and just turns and points. Chimaev was standing right there. Right? He's in Las Vegas, where I'm in Las Vegas. But the rumors are going around that he can't travel. So I only say to you, it would be a little bit weird that I would believe and perpetuate a rumor that is now showing and rearing its head for the second time when the first was disproven by me. But we still have it. It's still out here. And if there's truth to that, if that's accurate, fine. We just now know we're not going to be moving Chimaev, that he is going to be on the October card. And the question of against who is still available. And just in case somebody was missing the language that Kamaru was using, just in case, on the extremely outside chance, Kamaru doesn't care about 185, just so you know. So if you don't care about number one contendership and you can find a way to work with this, including allowing it to be a number one contenders match, which means Kamaru has the golden ticket, but he can use it down a weight. I mean, there's ways to get this done. Weight's not an issue, money's not an issue, rounds aren't an issue, location's not an issue, date's not an issue. What is being perceived as the reward to the victor is an issue. I don't think you needed me to say this. I think that's known. But just in case, you can still do Kamaru versus Chimaev.